Back in the day, it was fun to check your mail and see what kind of rejection letters you got. And it got to the point where I started to develop this fetish for the smell of post offices. So I used to have this post office box and I would order a crap ton of magazines too and just never pay for them. And one of the magazines that I subscribed to back then was Architectural Digest, which for me was even better than pornography. Just looking through all these luxurious houses and rooms and just fantasizing about what I can do in them. But in the absence of that, I had to rely on these safe boxes with elaborate locking mechanisms to hide all my skeletons. And some of them I would pour into notebooks or these booktube videos, or books like this by Denton Welch. This was an author who was recommended to me by a commenter on my top 5 books to read when stoned video. And I can't really say that this book works when you're stoned, but there's a lot of interesting stuff going on here, like more so than what seems at first. This author was known to be very autobiographical in his works, and it's so powerful in that regard that it seems almost biographical, like he's turning it around on you and unearthing all the memories that you wanted to suppress as a teenager growing up. This book is about Orville Pym, who's a 15-year-old who goes on this family vacation with his distant father and 2 older brothers.
Get the fuck out!
And he's wandering around this luxurious hotel in the English countryside. Every scene in this book is an opportunity to be degraded. But in the absence of others, he just roams around the grounds freely, and that's when he really finds himself. He can escape his shell. And in one case, he finds some lipstick on the ground and steals it, goes into his room and starts painting his lips and then his face and then circles around his
fantasy. I can feel my manliness slipping away. My penis is still hard, very hard, but it is smaller and still shrinking. I want a man to peel my pants.
And his brother Ben knocks on the door and it's like, hey, what are you doing in there? It's like he's always getting caught by his brother Ben.
It's okay. You can look at my butt.
I think he wants to get caught. He has a lot of these constriction fantasies. Like he wants to be shut up in a dresser drawer because he's small and he can fit inside. You think the test of his manhood would come when a female character enters into the picture? We have this girl named Afra who's a friend of his older brother Charles, and when she sees Orville, she immediately puts him in the friend zone, and even more so into the baby zone. And later when Orville is exploring this cave or grotto, which obviously represents her vagina, he finds his older brother Charles sucking on her breast like a baby, and he imagines these fountains of milk shooting into his mouth. There's so much Freudian stuff going on here. The final scene culminates in this symbolic near castration. And even if you don't have any fetishes, I think people can identify with the effect of secret words that just trigger something. It's how this confession is written that the reader can't help but be forgiving. The reader here, she wants to take him under her wing and protect him. We'll go Harold Bloom here with the pronoun. She's like, no matter what happens, I'll always be on his side, like a mother who's super supportive of a child that just came out of the closet because she knows what it's like. In fact, when she looks down at herself, she sees that she's still a he. It's the reader's little secret, and all these memories come flooding back to when he was a little boy going to school, friends laughing at him because he had nail polish on, or all these lotions and creams he would have to put on after gym class, or getting caught jumping up and down on the bed like a monkey wearing a diaper. It's true you want to hit up these kind of readers with a baseball bat, especially when they come up on here waving their hands, all excited, showing off whatever book they've been reading as if anyone gave a shit. But you can't look away. It's like a mirror with your own reflection in it, just trying to figure out who that person is.